Right. Hello and welcome to Matthew and Aaron Reacts on Good Company with Aaron Lewis. We are going to do another video as we do. And as you can see in the middle of the screen, Piers Morgan, in a bit of an interview with, well, not an interview with a climate activist. And although the cause,
that's not what you called him a minute ago, mate.
Yeah, I'll hold my hands up. Although I'm not against the whole view or the world view, it is the stuff that, or the stuff that they do is obviously meant to make a message, get attention, but possibly, as Piers might point out, this went too far. But it'll be interesting to see what you guys see in the comments after the video, after watching the video, and yeah, we'll crack on with it.
But welcome back for now to protesters from Just Stop Oil, who spent 11 days demonstrating in London, blocking roads, throwing paint at shops and restaurants. Today, a fire engine and an ambulance were briefly caught up in their blockade, prompting the British government to say this kind of protest isn't acceptable. Well, Jenny Kleeman is still with me. I'm joined by TalkTV contributor Richard Tice, and from Just Stop Oil, James Skeet. Mr. Skeet, welcome.
When you're stopping ambulances and stuff like that, it's legal. It's legal. I'm already pretty annoyed already.
Thank you very much for coming in. Appreciate it. Oh, at what point
you called it,
when you're blocking fire engines and ambulances, are you concerned about lives being lost by what you're doing?
Well, the whole reason we're doing this is because we're concerned about the lives of the
But you get the irony.
I hate people that use that argument. I hate people that use that argument.
It's hard to, like, it's the cause is good, but
no, I hate people that use that argument.
The people. Anyway, go on.
Because you could say that for anything, mate.
If you're actually stopping ambulances and fire engines going to save people's lives, they may actually die because of your protest.
Well, actually, we have a blue light policy we let through every emergency vehicle.
You didn't know,
and
did you?
if you actually cared to run the whole footage there, you'd see that that ambulance is advised by one of our people to avoid the roadblock. And
But should he be advised?
What do you mean avoid the roadblock? You've blocked the road. What's he
Oh
talking about?
my God! Sorry.
That's what a roadblock is. That's why no one can get through. If anyone could avoid the roadblock, they'd have gone through it, wouldn't they?
It's like, that got my goat already. God.
Absolutely no right to obstruct other people's daily lives. You have the right to protest.
No, you don't.
On the side of the street. You are unlawfully in the middle of the street. It's utterly outrageous. It's selfish. And
It is.
You are putting people's lives at risk.
I appreciate your frustration. I understand that.
Oh, he's an irksome one, this one, isn't he?
Sympathise with that. But look, we are demanding that the government halt any new licensing and consents to any fossil fuel exploration in the UK.
Your broadband and the git won't come down to 30 quid, do you know what I mean? I appreciate that you want it at 30 quid, but I'm afraid we just can't do it.
I appreciate that you're upset, sir, but yeah.
You know that needs to happen. I know that needs to happen. It does need to happen.
It doesn't need to happen.
Look,
we need fossil fuels.
If we need to ensure,
there are billions of people living on this planet.
The United Nations and the
I'm not going to get into fossil fuels, whatever. I'm just more about the
irritants of the situation.
It's going to get worse. This video, you're going to see people pouring milk out. It's
National Energy Agency agree with me on this.
Leading longer, happier, healthier lives because of cheap energy from fossil fuels.
You can't get cheaper than free, all right? Okay? Renewables are 9 times cheaper than fossil fuels.
Renewables not free. We spend 15 billion subsidising renewables in this country.
We spend 230.
All right, let's get Piers' point back in, because these two are just going to squibble, aren't they?
£6 million a week. Subsidising the fossil fuel industry.
Sorry, James.
What you're saying is
it's Piers' show.
A lie.
Just to bring you back, it's actually my show and I'm doing the interview.
I know, Piers. I'll happily talk to you.
Well jumped in with the Tice. And by the way, he's not frustrated, he's furious. Right? My question remains though with you. Where is your moral line with this? You say you want to save lives, and yet your actions are bordering on potentially costing lives. You cannot get in the way of emergency services in the way that you're doing. And if you do want to, explain the moral difference between what you're doing and what you complain everyone's doing about the planet.
It's a very fair question, though. No?
I do agree with that. I mean, it's, when you look on the face of it, they actually just make cars sit there pumping out fumes. As part of their protest. It doesn't make any sense to me, in a weird way.
Well,
Get
I mean,
to Shell's office and, you know...
Yeah. Outside
I don't want to incite violence.
Let's not give them any ideas.
No. Get an egg And just tap it on his shoulder really hard.
Find the CEO or the CAO. And just get an egg and politely.
Yeah, and that's environmentally friendly.
Yeah.
Because the egg juice going on the floor ain't no problem, is it?
You guys are probably vegan as well, so yeah. You know.
Yeah. Oh, that means they can't do it then.
Defeats the object. Yeah. Shit.
Oh, fuck.
If we want to talk about disruption,
I thought I'd sorted the climate
No, I want to
problem.
talk to you about the... I want you to answer the
40
question.
degrees C. Right. As a result of that, the Fire Brigade, the London Fire Brigade, had their busiest day since the Blitz, okay? 60 UK families lost their houses in wildfires. Why are we not talking about the big picture? Why are we concentrating on such a small bit of disruption?
You think
a bit of traffic disruption is nothing in comparison to what's coming, Piers, and you know it.
Counter-argument,
It's a very good counter-argument.
That's a really good counter-argument.
Yeah,
he's done him.
You give credit where credit's due.
You do, but I just wish someone else was saying it. That's the only problem. It's so irksome.
You know it.
You think it's small. I say to you, you have no idea the damage you're doing.
Oh god, that was so loaded. It was unbelievable.
When you get in the way of emergency services.
We, as I say, we have a blue light policy.
My question is, why is
no emergency vehicles being held?
Why are the lives of the people who you're putting at
absolute
risk by
crap.
stopping those?
If you're blocking the road, you're blocking everyone
and that's
in the road.
it. There's no other moral distinction.
You know, if you can go round it, then everyone would be going round it.
God,
Idiot.
Why are you manipulating your audience?
Let me finish
Why
my
are you
question.
misframing
Let me finish my
something?
question. Why are the lives of the people whose lives may be...
They can't get through.
Sorry, but Matthew, I know you used to drive to work, or do you still drive to work?
Well, no, I don't drive to my own house, no.
Yeah, so yeah. Matthew now works at home if you didn't know. But yeah, when if you had to experience that in the morning, would you not be absolutely furious, or would you understand?
It wouldn't bother me too much. I'll be honest, it genuinely wouldn't. No.
Oh, okay,
no,
cool.
No.
So
However, I do accept the point about emergency services. And obviously, there's people at work. You know, driving to work and being at work is different. Obviously, that's a bloody massive lorry and a van over there.
Yeah.
They're raging, mate, because their day's going to end at midnight now. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. So it wouldn't really affect you
No,
in the
because
same
it
way
didn't affect me. So I'm not going to sit here and be disingenuous and say, oh, no.
Oh, just jump on the bandwagon
Yeah.
because I'm doing it. Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
yeah.
be affected by your actions today, why are they less important to you than the lives that you say?
See the geezer in that van.
Yeah, see the workers in the veins are fuming, mate.
He's like, I got fucking 4 deliveries.
His day's back.
I'm only gonna be fucking full
taking
delivery.
climate change more seriously.
It's not more
I value
fucking
everyone.
fault the Amazon's
We all
burning
value
down, is it?
Absolutely.
Stop lying in front of emergency.
Get out from my van.
Look, for the record, I agree with you. I think it's ridiculous that it's down to nurses, doctors, bartenders and whatnot to be going out in the street and demanding what the government should just be doing anyway, right? This is a no-brainer.
Yeah, but James,
just on the side.
All right, let's bring in Jenny.
Because it wouldn't work.
Wait.
On his
Okay, let's
phone
bring in
as well.
Jenny.
That really
Yeah,
is.
I think,
I see footage now.
and I don't want to speak for
Every
you,
idiot's
James,
got
but I
their
think
phone
a lot
Yes.
A lot of these campaigns are to do with it's a numbers game, that there may be a small number of people inconvenienced today, but they are looking at an existential threat way into the future.
it's not
which
gonna
will
stop
involve
it.
not way into the
many,
future,
many
right now.
Blocking traffic every now and again. They love it.
I think it's going to build the awareness, though. It's an annoyance
No, but
that
it just irritates.
It permeates and it doesn't get their message across to the everyday person.
That's what I think.
What they want to be doing is, as you're saying, is the root cause of it.
Get in there.
Get
in there, mate.
Yeah,
You know.
yeah. So you need to be going to these guys. No, I'm not going to give them any ideas. I'm not going to do that. I'm not condoning any. But you know what I mean?
But it's like, I mean, the rule number 1 of doing a protest is hit your target audience.
Yeah.
So for me, anyway. And to me, they're going against the
people that they want to
their
get on
target
side.
audience.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Because you're then stopping me from my day, which is what I'm wasting time being furious at you.
That's right.
Instead of understanding your cause. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah. That's...
I mean, what they should be doing is getting up the bloody mayor's office and saying, you know, he's come up with this ULEZ nonsense. That ain't solving nothing with oil.
Yeah. Outside City Hall, get him all out there. Yeah.
Egg him on the shoulder, obviously.
Tuck him up on the shoulder. That's it.
many more people. And the fact is, this protest is...
Please watch the Egg Files.
It's incredibly effective, Piers, because here we are. We're talking about it.
Yeah, but I
now.
don't think it
Your
is.
view is
Here's
that
my argument
it
with
works.
it. Look, listen. I'm happy to have James on.
I've
got nothing wrong with caring passionately about causes, right? I'm not saying I'm against your cause. I'm really getting against your methodology.
But it works, doesn't it?
I don't think it
Piers, is it the nail on the head there?
Pierce.
Yeah, Pierce.
does.
Open a history book.
I don't think
the
it does.
suffragettes
It doesn't
were
work.
highly disruptive. Civil rights movement, highly disruptive. Gay rights,
Yeah,
highly
but they've done it.
disruptive.
This
You
is-
know
this
it
is the
works.
thing.
Please don't bring comparisons like that into it, though.
Yeah.
'cause that-
But he's going against his own point in a way, because name any of them protest movements that stop traffic. None of them.
Yeah.
You know, if you want to talk about a protest, and I'm not suggesting they do this at all.
Go ahead.
Vietnam, mate, monks burn themselves in the street.
It's illegal.
Immolation, Aaron. That is a protest.
Yeah.
Self-immolation, mate.
Yeah.
Not blocking a fucking ambulance trying to get to someone who's dying.
If you really cared about it. Shit.
Self-immolation, mate.
Stop.
Yeah.
Let's carry on.
And he wants
You're
to compare it to that.
You know this.
Let me finish.
We wouldn't be on here if
Well, let me
this
answer.
disruption hadn't
Let me
happened,
answer.
would we?
I don't
So he's just saying we wouldn't be on the show if we didn't do that. Come on, mate.
think it works when you're lying in front of emergency services. I don't.
I don't
You will
think it-
lose the British public. And my concern for you
I'm
guys
not- I'm
is
not-
that you keep thinking any disruption is valid and any disruption works. And I'm saying to you, yes, you're on this show, but you're on this show because people are absolutely furious
Yeah.
that you got in the way of ambulances and fire engines. And I say you can do both, can't you? You can make vociferous protests, but you don't have to get in the way of things that are saving people's lives.
Why don't you tell your audience about the actual disruption that's coming down the line? Why don't you bring qualified climate scientists on here to explain what civilizational collapse looks like, all right?
Good fucking point.
Good point.
We've lost-
But again, I'm harping on
Because
about
I
that.
would listen to it.
It's a good point. It's a good point.
Good point.
But
You know,
I don't know. He's conflating.
if you got an Attenborough on the show
yeah,
and sat him down next to Piers and let him explain about the ice caps, and all that
yeah,
sort of stuff,
I'd be all over
I'd give
it.
it a listen.
I'd be all over it. Yeah.
Lost a third of our wheat yields this year. We're projected to lose 50% of our potato harvest. If it's this bad in 2022, how bad is it going to be in 2050? You know, if we have food shortages, that leads to
We're not gonna
riots
have
and
food shortages.
civilizational collapse.
This is
I'm sorry,
nonsense.
I'm sorry, but
Agricultural
you're
yields have
objectively
risen.
wrong. You are.
This guy's just pissed. in general.
Agricultural yields have risen. What a load of crap.
Yeah, 1922.
Objectively wrong. You are lying. You are lying.
Are you gonna let
Our
me
wheat
finish?
yields are
He
down
is
a
definitely
third.
lying.
As
That's
of a month.
right.
It hit
The whole of the
40
world.
degrees C in this country.
And
And it was
hit
lovely. It
40
meant I didn't have to go abroad.
It hit 40. You deranged.
Are
It
you,
hit 40
are you
degrees
selfish?
C.
Why do you want to protest in
Because,
front of
because
people?
we have no
Stop
choice.
people.
Because we're in a dire
Agricultural
situation.
yields,
and we
yeah.
need to-
Yields! Yields, I say!
Pay
You
attention
have
to
a
what's
choice
happening.
to
Because at the
protest
moment,
on the side of the
because at the
road.
moment you are not paying attention to
I'm
what's
absolutely
happening.
paying attention.
All
I
right,
think there
Jenny,
are a lot of people
Jenny.
who would feel
Vex, boy.
alienated by either side
I appreciate
of this,
You're both
and the kind of
irritants, is what she basically said.
the dogmatic nature. in
As
which
I have
people
learned
dug-
myself,
dug in.
screaming at the other side rarely has the effect you think it does. It makes you feel better. And I've
What
done it with,
about
you know,
agricultural
people on various
yields,
occasions.
Piers?
Actually work.
I think-
You don't change anyone's mind by screaming at them.
But I think future generations will probably look back in
mate.
shock and horror at our ability to turn
What a see you next Tuesday, that guy is at Super. Yeah.
away from something. I don't necessarily think that you will be winning
the next
over a lot of
PM.
people that don't already agree with your cause with this. You will be getting your
Richard,
message out.
carry on.
That's going to come a staple on the show. What about the agricultural yields, Matthew?
The issue.
James.
They'll hate us, but they'll be.
It's a pack of
What
lies as
we're
well.
doing
It's
is
getting
forcing
better,
them
Final
isn't
to
it?
question.
the forefront
I
of public
understand the issue is
consciousness.
important, right? So I've got you on as well.
It's
Final
an
question, though.
ignorable-
Are you going to continue stopping emergency services going about
We will
their business?
continue until the government makes a meaningful
Take
declaration
one
to
of
halt
your
any new
You
licensing
shouldn't
and
be putting
consent.
lives at risk.
Go
Because
to jail for
it is
breaking the law.
selfless.
By the end of the video, I got to like the climate guy a bit better because like the bellend next to him was just
Yeah,
like
he actually
yeah.
he overtook him on irksome level. Yeah.
Yeah. But that's, that was our reaction to Piers Morgan with a climate guy who blocked ambulances and obviously don't really fully condone their methodology as Piers says, but sometimes you've got to get your message across in whatever way possible. No,
It's true, but I do accept the point. You know, him comparing it to
the suffragettes and civil rights and all that.
Women throwing themselves in front of an Olsen cart. It's hardly the same thing.
Yeah, you lost me there, son. You lost me there.
Not saying they should risk their lives, but yeah, maybe
well, you did. You did.
Maybe they should. They get their point across them, wouldn't they?
You put that burning themselves alive.
Self-immolation. Yeah. It's an option.
If you feel like that is something you want to do to get a message across, then I'm sure Matthew would appreciate it.
It worked for them, didn't it? So.